So I'm a big fan of the Blichmann Boilermaker kettles, and they're really nicely built, and they have a great sight glass that is borosilicate glass and silicone and stainless steel. So it's a pretty robust system, but the one thing, the pet peeve, is that they use an engraved calibration marking on the side of here, and it is impossible to see when it's in brewing position unless you've got a flashlight shining on there. So the solution is to use some nice all-weather vinyl graphics, and I've cut these in the perfect increments for the 15-gallon, and so this is just a demo of how to apply those. You really only have to line up one of the numbers on the scale, and then the rest of them are in their exact right position. So one thing that might make it easier to line up, I'm just going to put a small blue mark right where the 3 is so that I can easily line that up. I can see that that's the right spot. And the next thing you want to do is make a hinge for the vinyl so that you don't have to like get it right perfectly in one shot while all of the vinyl is beginning to stick. So piece of masking tape, make sure you're lined up exactly with the front edge and that you have the 3 touching the 3 line. So make a hinge like that, and then I'm going to do another one on the far side, make sure that it's, oh, I think I moved. Well, I could line up the 13 with the 13 at the top here. Okay, I've got the lower side lined up. I got that masking tape wrapped around the back side of the guard, and now this can hinge out of the way, but every time you fold it back in, it's still in the correct position. So that's the important part. And if you wanted to get really meticulous about it, you can do the middle as well. Just make sure that it's flush with the front, everything's nice and straight, and just tape it to the underside of that guard, and now you've got a nice consistent hinge. Alright, now you're going to flip it over and remove the paper backing. As you do that, just make sure that none of the vinyl is coming off of that clear mask, and you should see no vinyl on that backing. Alright, and all you got to do is just hold it kind of straight and fold it down like that. Now you can use a squeegee like this or a credit card, and you want to just rub that down, and then you can remove the masking tape carefully so that you can really get a good burnishing effect. You're trying to activate the adhesive on the vinyl itself and get it to press into the metal nice and hard. Okay. So now you just, on a 45-degree angle, you just kind of push hard and scrape it in a couple of times over each one. And then the key is when you start to remove the masking peel it over itself and just let it roll like this. Don't lift up. You don't lift up because you could peel the vinyl as the adhesive is still setting. So you just roll it back onto itself like this. Now, you see how I missed adhering that one? Luckily I didn't peel this all the way off, so I still have reference. I can just go over here and make sure. And prepping your surface is really just as simple as using some hot water and soap and try to get any oils off of it. I found that alcohol is counterproductive. You just want to use some dish soap and water and wipe everything, and then you make sure that it's really dry before you go to apply the decals. Let's make sure that that one's sticking. Yep, it's good. All right. So now you can just ignore those really light etchings on the guard, and you'll rely on the nice black high contrast vinyl. All right, hope that helps. You can find this on brewhardware.com in all of the different